Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Arion if you're new here, and as you can tell by the title above or below, wherever it is, I'm transferring to Howard University, and I'm wearing the sweatshirt. Let me show you guys. This just explaining to y'all why I think Howard University is a better fit for me personally. This is not saying that UMD is a horrible school, and no, UMD is a great school. I just personally feel like UMD isn't the school for me. There's multiple reasons, for me wanting to go to Howard University. So I just had to kind of like take it all in my brain and put it on paper so I can articulate it to y'all. I will be online again, but when, COVID is over, hopefully we can be back in the fall and I can, really experience Howard, UMD is a cheaper school. It may look nicer to some people. It may have more amenities to some people. But to me, something can look so beautiful and nice, but if the vibe isn't there and my experience is not what I want it to be, I'm okay with leaving something. It's kind of bittersweet because, I've been vlogging for UMD. You guys associate me with going to University of Maryland. A lot of y'all DM me asking, if you should go or how do I like it, and I always feel kind of hesitant to answer or a little bit guilty because I don't want anybody to go or not go because of what I say. I just didn't want to steer anybody in the wrong direction. I'm going to give you guys some reasons that explain why I'm transferring to Howard University, and yeah. So this is not something that I'm just like, oh, I'm gonna go to Howard and I feel like I'm gonna thrive. Like, this is something that I actually have thought about so much. Like, I've done research on the school. I've talked to people that went to the school, that go to the school, and I also, researched the major that I want to do there. And the major that they have there is not offered at UMD. And I got accepted into the communication school, and it's called Strategic Legal Management Communication. And I can be on an advertising track, the PR track, or media management track. And I'm actually gonna read a little description of the major so you guys can understand why this major is a better fit for me. My major at UMD, I wanted to do marketing. Then I switched it. I didn't really switch it because I was never in it yet. But I wanted to do marketing, and then I wanted to do public relations. So I went from marketing to public relations. Both I wasn't fully in yet because at my school, like, you have to, sometimes if you don't come in already accepted into the school, you have to apply. So I had to take certain classes to get accepted into both the business school or the communication school, which is good because I wasn't all the way in yet. But the Strategic Legal and Management Communication Department prepares students for careers in advanced study in communication used for strategic purposes such as public relations and special event planning, advertising and sales, marketing, entrepreneurship, all this stuff, writing, problem solving, everything that was in the description of this major was stuff that I liked. Even the courses that they offered, everything. At UMD, I wasn't fully comfortable. Now, this is not to say I was completely uncomfortable and I couldn't function, but a lot of the times I was uncomfortable. And I don't want to be somewhere where I'm not comfortable. Sometimes being the only black person in a class, or there's you and like two other black people, sometimes that feeling is uncomfortable. Mental stuff that I didn't feel like dealing with. And I'm not saying I was uncomfortable all the time, because of course, sometimes I was just regular and chill, but it's just like those anxious feelings that I got sometimes in classrooms or walking on campus or dealing with professors or peers. I didn't like feeling like that. And I'm myself wherever I am. So when I feel like I can't be myself in an environment, I don't want to be there. I don't want to be a watered down version of myself. I don't want to have to change my voice or look different or act different or be afraid to fully voice something, or because of the fear of what others might think or say or how they might look at me. I don't like that feeling. So that's probably one of the main reasons why I'm leaving UMD. It doesn't happen all the time. It just happened too many times for me to want to stay, if that makes sense. A lot of people say that, UMD is a diverse school, but realistically, my UMD is majority white. They can claim diversity as much as they want, but at the end of the day, when you walk on campus and you're black, you are surrounded by people that don't look like you. And this is not a bad thing at all, but I'm just saying sometimes it's an uncomfortable feeling when you're the only person, or even if it's other people, it's just not as many of people. It's not that many people that look like you, and this is not bad at all. It's just sometimes it's not as comfortable. I've heard people say going to a PWI prepares you for the real world. You know, you're gonna have to work with different types of people, which is 100% true. But I've been living in the real world for about 20 years now. Elementary school, middle school, high school, college. I've had experience dealing with, and even work. I had a job, you know, 10th, 11th, and 12th grade of high school. I've had experience with dealing with people from different backgrounds and different races and cultures. So to say that going to a PWI is going to prepare me for the real world, I mean, yes, it's going to, but in a way, like, I already understand a little bit how the real world is going to be, and going to a HBCU is the only chance where I'm not going to be a minority, because everybody around me looks like me. And there's nothing wrong with wanting to be around people that are like-minded and that look like you and like the same things you like. The overall culture at Howard, like I said, I visited Howard many times, so I already kind of have an understanding of the culture and the vibe. I can sense it through text messages I have with people that go there. Even when I stepped foot on Howard's campus, I couldn't understand why I felt so proud to be at a school that wasn't even my school, and I didn't feel the same way at UMD. And it's not saying I hated it. I made the best of being there, but when I see something else and I can see that it's better and it makes me happier, and I can feel the sense of pride from people that I know that go there, that I've talked to, it's like, why wouldn't I want that? I want to live my best life in college. I don't want to have to think about being uncomfortable or being the only person like me. Like, who really wants to do that? So you're supposed to network in college, but I want to network off of the strength of it being a genuine connection and a genuine vibe between us. And I don't think I got that a lot. YouTube Black went to Howard, so basically it's like some YouTube creators and influencers and celebrities went to Howard. And like, I have so many different videos on my channel. I have vlogs, I have vacation stuff, like fashion. Like, YouTube is something that I like to do, and YouTube Black went to Howard. I just see so many I see so many people like on social media accounts that do stuff that's very similar to what I like at Howard. I see people that have fashion boutiques, or that do makeup, or that are interested in photography. I feel like it's just more creativity there. Maybe I'm not fully trying at UMD, but I don't really see as many people doing YouTube and the creative stuff I like at UMD. And college is supposed to be fun. Like, of course education is important, but like, who just wants to go to college just for that? Like, people party and people have fun and they have friends, and it's okay to want to go to school for that too. Howard is located in DC. I know UMD is very close to DC, but Howard is in DC. I love DC so much. I love any city a lot. Like New York, love it. Downtown LA, I just went, love it. I love being in that environment. I love that. It motivates me. Even though I didn't get into Howard the first time, I applied again. So I just want to let you guys know that if you get rejected from a school, or rejected from a job position, or you fail at something, like, it's okay to try again. Because if I didn't apply to Howard again as a sophomore in college, I wouldn't have got in, you know? So like, I think this is a lesson that can be applied to anything in life. Like, you can get rejected, but you can succeed literally right after you fall. I'm a bison now. I'm excited. I'm really, really excited, and I'm nervous at the same time. So if I seem like it's because like everything is new, and I'm gonna have to kind of learn a whole new school, but it's okay. Like, you have to take risks in life, and I know it's gonna be okay. I don't really know what to expect, obviously, but it's fun. Like, I'm gonna just have to get used to everything, because, you know, I don't know how to. I never been to the school before, so I don't know how their stuff works. But I'm okay with that, because I feel like I'm not a person that likes to, sorry, it was like some fuzzies in my face. I'm okay with taking a risk. I'm okay with doing something that is out of my comfort zone, or going against what everybody else thinks. Some people think that PWIs are better than HBCUs. I personally don't care. I want to go to HBCU, I'm going to go. Sorry, I keep doing this. some people think that UMD looks nice because it has a pool and it's so beautiful, which it really is. But to me, something can be so beautiful, but you still don't feel like you completely belong. Just like a pretty person, you can be the most beautiful girl ever, but if your attitude sucks, it's like, are you really all that? Not really. So I'd rather go somewhere for the experience than the look of it. And I'm not saying that UMD, if you go there, you'll have a horrible experience, because everybody's experience is different. I'm just saying, me, I think I could thrive more at HBCU. I tell all my friends all this, tell my parents, I talk to myself about it, and it's like, I keep having these things, and it's just like, why not make the move? Also, Howard University is more money. You know, I'm like, ugh, Dad, I'm gonna be in all this debt going to this school. Like, this is a lot of money. Like, this is way more money than UMD. And I'm just like, ugh, like, do I really want to just like pay more money when, like, but you know, my dad was telling me, you know, my parents, you know, sometimes experiences and how you feel are more important than money. I was like, you know what? I'd rather pay more and be happy and thrive somewhere than pay less and not really completely be in love with where I'm at and have a great time, vibe better with people, and be in DC and love my major. I texted a friend from high school, and she goes to Howard, and you know, I was asking her, like, before I made my final decision, I'm like, how do you like Howard? Like, should I go? Because I want to hear all the opinions. I want to hear as many opinions as possible before I say, okay, I want to go. So I asked her, I'm like, you know, tell me about Howard. Like, how do you like it? She gives me pros and cons, and she tells me all these cons, right? She's like, I don't like this, I don't like this, I don't like this, and I really, really don't like this, right? But she's like, but I love it, and I can't wait to go back. And I'm like, for somebody to not like aspects of a school but still be so excited and optimistic about going back, it's like, that's amazing. Because me, when I talk about UMD sometimes, I'm like, I don't really know, I don't really like this, I don't really like that. And it's never like, but I can't wait to go back. It's always just kind of like, I leave it at the negative part, and I don't think that's good. I think despite stuff being bad, the good should always outweigh it, and UMD did not outweigh the bad for me. Like I said, being uncomfortable in classrooms or feeling kind of like alone at this big university. Like, it's so big, so many people, right? I don't talk to half the people. Like, so like, I'm not saying this to be like in like a way like where it's like, oh, I don't talk to anybody, but it's just like I naturally didn't. Like, everybody just walks to class. You can see in my my vlog, like, you see a lot of people and you're like, wow, everybody's going to class, no one's talking. Like, it doesn't feel, maybe it's just me, but it doesn't feel like a very like open environment. People are kind of just like, I'm going to class, I'm walking. It's kind of quiet sometimes when I walk. So I don't think I have anything else to say. I don't want to ramble too much. If you have any questions about anything, you can leave them down below and I'm gonna answer them. But thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. I know a lot of you know, watch my college vlogs and stuff. I'm still gonna be doing them, but just at a different school, and I'm gonna be online again, so it's just gonna be like kind of like really me in my house. But you know, when COVID is over and schools start opening back up, I'm definitely gonna, you know, bring you guys along with me. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. I said baby bison. I'm not really a baby bison because I'm still gonna be a sophomore. So like, I'm a big bison, right? I'm a bison because I'm not a freshman, so it's like, I'm a bison. I'm not a baby bison. I'm kind of like a big bison, adult bison.